Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Plainly Bitcoin back with another video. It's been a minute. I ain't really been doing videos. I just been working, studying. Last time I was just looking at my videos. Last time I made a video, Bitcoin was at 88,000. Now it's at 104,000. This is not financial advice, y'all. Click the like button, share, subscribe, please. But I had to make this video right here. Um, this is not financial advice. Bitcoin's been doing well. Like the last time I made a video was 6 months ago. Bitcoin's been doing well. It went all the way up to like 110,000. Fell back down to 76,000. Now it's back up to 103,000. I want to make this video because, look, you see the title, JP Morgan settles first tokenized treasury transaction on public blockchain using Chainlink and Ondo Finance. JP Morgan, you could Google JP Morgan and Bitcoin and videos will come up of calling Bitcoin and crypto trash. I don't know the exact words, but he's basically calling it trash and it's worthless. And he was even on Capitol Hill or whatever when they do their meetings saying that if he was in Congress or a politician or whatever, that he would cancel it. Something like that. Don't listen to them. Watch what they do. This is a prime example. Like, it's funny because I be trying to convince my mom that the news is like just for entertainment and it's not really like they don't always tell the truth. They kind of they don't give you all the facts. It's like they'll give you a little bit of the truth and they'll lie to you a little bit and then they'll be like, this is entertainment or whatever. But this is because you could easily Google JP Morgan and Bitcoin and they're just straight bashing Bitcoin. But look, JP Morgan settles first tokenized treasury transaction. Like the hypocrisy, like, come on, man. Like, so imagine everything else that they're going to be telling us in the future about Bitcoin. It's like, you think they're lying about this? Like, what else could they be lying about? It's like, come on, y'all. Like Bitcoin is the future. Like, you guys have to understand. Like it's, we're on the final days as far as the US dollar goes. The dollar's not backed by anything. It has to be backed by some whole bunch of money right now is going in Bitcoin. There's like right now, there's so many articles. Everyone that has assets are moving their money into Bitcoin. But let's just see what this article has for us because this is so interesting to me. All right, I already read the headline. Let's go into the article. JP Morgan has completed its first transaction on a public blockchain, a sign of the financial powerhouse's deepening involvement with the Web3 world. The global bank on Wednesday settled a transaction involving tokenized U.S. treasuries on Ondo Finance using Chainlink to connect between private and public networks, according to a joint statement from the companies. The experiment marks the latest development in JP Morgan's decentralized finance project called who cares? A platform that aims to bridge the gap between traditional finance and DeFi. Listen, y'all. Traditional finance, old. DeFi, new. Bitcoin is new. Traditional finance, aka stocks, is old. Why would you invest in something that's old? You want to invest in something that's new so you don't have to worry about it, so you don't have to check the charts every day. You can just go about living your life and just know that your money is growing at least 20% a year. This is not financial advice. this is just for me, like a, uh, an advice. This is like friendly advice, y'all. This is not financial advice, but you want to invest in something new. You want to invest in something with a large ceiling. Example, something like Facebook cannot have a big ceiling. They once did in 2005. They had a big ceiling. It's been 15, it's been 20 years since Facebook first came out, first went public. There's only so much you could do. You have to go to something new. Right now is a financial revolution on the brink of the horizon. I don't know if that makes sense, but it sounded cool. Um, yeah, Bitcoin is new. Bitcoin is only 15 years old, but Bitcoin is different. Bitcoin is financial. It's a financial revolution, like I just said. Social media was a revolution for to interact. Financial, like, come on. The internet was for information. Now everybody's smarter. The financial revolution is gonna empower people in third world countries. It's already happening. Look at it. El Salvador as an example. El Salvador is now able to jail a whole bunch of people because they have the money to do because of Bitcoin. You know, let's go on. JP Morgan and Chainlink didn't immediately respond to Decrypt's request for a comment. In a comment to Decrypt, Colin Cunningham, head of tokenization at Chainlink Labs, noted that JP Morgan transaction marked the first time a major global bank has connected its core payment systems to a public blockchain. The first time. The first time. Bitcoin has been around for 15 years, and this is the first time a major global bank has connected its core payment systems to a public blockchain. First time. It's 2025. Bitcoin came out in 2008. First time. Come on, y'all. It's a foundational step towards a future where real world assets like US Treasuries can move seamlessly across public and private chains. Cunningham wrote, "What's especially powerful here is that JP Morgan's payment chain is already proven at scale and supported by a global institutional user base, which means this isn't just a test, it's a model for real adoption." The total value locked of RWAs on blockchains topped 12 billion as of the time of writing. With assets spread across more than 80 decentralized finance platforms, DeFi Llama data shows. Meanwhile, BlackRock's USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund holds nearly 3 billion in assets, up roughly 19% in the last month as institutional investors pour funds into tokenized treasuries, according to data provider RWA.xyz. I love this. JP Morgan has experimented with distributed ledger technology since at least 2019 when it debuted a private blockchain called JPM Coin. Later renamed, I don't care. It has processed approximately 2 billion in daily transaction volumes and amassed 1.5 trillion in underlying assets of derivative contracts. JP Morgan said in a statement last year. The decentralized platform is built on distributed ledger technology with the aim of facilitating nearly real-time 24/7 cross-border transactions while paring down transaction costs for builders and traders, among other functions. JP Morgan is one of several financial institutions that is increasing its involvement in Web3 as of late. Earlier this month, Citi unveiled a partnership with SDX to tokenize private company shares for wealthy investors. Citibank. Bitcoin is not going anywhere, y'all. You guys have to do your research. I just wanted to point out the hypocrisy of these big wigs. Thank you for listening. Do your own research. This is not financial advice. Bitcoin is going to the moon. You guys have to study Bitcoin. If you want to have your money work for you, Bitcoin average return is like 50% a year. So if you put $1,000 in Bitcoin every year you're gonna make at least 500. But you have to leave it in there for long term. This is why people can't invest. But the reason why people can't invest is because of patience. It doesn't even, I think most people know that you can make money in the stock market, but they don't know exactly how, and they don't know how easy it is. But it's really that easy, because nobody wants to keep their money in dollars. You have to keep your money in assets at this point. This is not like how our parents, the last generation, the boomer generation, they was able to just buy a house or save money and just rely on 401ks or retirement plans. It's a wrap for that. We're at the end of the dollar's run. You can't rely on that now. You just simply can't. These are just facts. You could Google it. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share this video, y'all. This is Plainly Bitcoin, giving you that Bitcoin news, giving you that motivation. And I'm out, y'all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Please research Bitcoin. It will change your life. Stop with all this spending. It's cool to spend, but don't overspend, because it's going to be hard to make money in the future if you have no education, if you have no skills. All right, y'all. Have a good day. I'm out.